What
up?
is good, everyone?
Did you notice we're here?
We're in the same room.
We're in the same room. It's been a long time since we've done this.
It's not as pretty as what you're probably used to. Tony with his awesome setup. I'm not in my retro room, which is my happy place, which is my place of comfort. But I tried to make it as retro as possible.
I think we did pretty good. I think it's a lot better than our first episode.
That first episode was us. Like, I think it's just an atrocious piece of shit.
Yeah.
You actually sat through it. We thank you.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Roly's Retro Room. This is a podcast where we talk about all things nostalgic: movies, video games, toys, TV shows, just about everything that you went through in the 80s, 90s, and some of the early 2000s. We're going to be covering stuff like that here. And we wanted to make sure that we kept the episodes consistent. So we came up with this ghetto setup for you guys.
Excuse me.
Because we wanted to keep the episodes going. So, yeah. Well, with that being said, welcome to the podcast. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Welcome back to Miami. So,
technically, you guys are where I am because you guys are literally right behind me.
Yeah,
but they don't need to know that, Mike.
We're behind the record studio. Behind him.
That's his record studio. We're behind it. So, that's how we roll here. And then, I love the setup that you have here. It's beautiful. I think I brought my little thing from home. I'm like, let me add a little touch for the Game Boy. But, I think it came out pretty good. Yeah. A lot better than. And of course, I told you we had to add Sonic because he was in our first episode. I'm like, you know what? It's time full circle moment. Sorry. He's a little delicate. Full circle moment. Mm-hmm. Figure that, what? Bring him back in. And, let's join.
So, I like that phone.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Yeah. That's going to be one of our segments today. I think we're going to talk about it later in the episode.
That phone will definitely give you a little preview to what we're going to be talking about today.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. Yep.
So, yeah. So, obviously, in the beginning, we talk about hauls and stuff like that. I have no hauls because I'm actually working a convention. So, I have had no opportunity to go out anywhere to get anything. So, no hauls this week.
All right. That's all right. I did get I'm almost there. I almost have the full completion of Funko Ghostbusters. I have Egon Spangler, and I'm missing Dr. Raymond Stantz. Now, I found out differently where it was like, okay, you can't, if you just type in Ray Stantz, you get the newer ones, but that's the last one I'm missing. So that's the last. I didn't bring it, but yeah, that's the haul I got today. I am officially a drone pilot. So
nice.
It's been nice. I've been flying a little bit of drones over work and stuff like that. So I'm like, that's another asset for my belt. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's pretty much it. So what the fuck was that? What was that?
This is what happens when you're in the same room with your fucking producer.
Starts fucking with us.
And then to everybody that's watching, the lighting situation, the way we have it set up right now, it's a little weird. And I feel like I'm like whiter and my lips look red. So yeah.
Is it for some reason it doesn't look like that on me? For some reason I look like Casper's ghost or something. I have this like halo. Or actually, matter of fact, it looks like I'm like I just came back from the dead in Hocus Pocus, and now I'm just like ghost. That's what it looks like now. So forgive us, but this is the way we're doing it. We wanted to continue. We wanted consistency.
This is the run and gun. This is a whole ass fucking refrigerator behind me with all my mom's fucking magnets on it. It's not retro. It's not fucking throwback. It's not vintage. It is what it is.
For those of you listening, you don't have to worry about it. For those of you watching,
we're sorry. we're sorry that we gave you this atrocious thing to look at.
Hey, it came out pretty good. I you know what? I gotta say, it came out pretty good. But other than that,
let's jump into our first segment.
Everything in the 90s had to be big.
Yes.
Like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just everything had to be huge. From the food to the clothes to just everything. Like it just had to be huge. Like if you look at some of the clothes, like for instance, you were rocking what was it that you were rocking? You were rocking one of, like, I know I was rocking one of these, like just jnco jeans.
Oh yeah, a bunch of my friends. So remember we talked about this in an earlier episode where people were dressing like rockers. People were dressed like, if you were into hip hop, you dressed like, the way the hip hop people were dressing and stuff like that. So I didn't dress, even though like in 7th grade, I said that I was doing the rocker thing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
No, because that was later on.
Okay.
I did like the more fitted pants, the Vans, the Airwalks. Actually,
Right.
it was Airwalks.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking thing, the
choker.
It wasn't a choker, but I had a shark tooth fucking chain.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking horrible haircut. It was just god awful.
Yeah.
But then when I got to high school, I was more hip hop. I had baggy ass Sean John shirts.
Right.
Carl Kanai, Vocal, Mecca.
Without the baby oil, right?
Easy white. No. This is Sean John before the baby oil.
This is Sean John before. Okay. So yeah, I think so. It was something more like I would say like this. I would say probably something like this.
Yeah. So yeah, so Iverson is the one that changed how people like the whole culture of how they dressed in basketball.
So it was him that kind of started it all.
I would say as far as basketball goes,
yeah,
because then all the players started dressing like that, and then hip hop was already doing that. Like the hip hop artists were already dressing. Jay-Z,
right,
Nelly, all these guys that came out, Ludacris during the early 2000s were already dressing like that,
right.
And then it translated to AI dressing like that, and then the basketball players. So basketball players in the 90s used to dress in full suits when they would go out to the courts and stuff like that before they played. And then they would suit up, do their thing, and then suit right back up after a game to do the press conference. AI is the one that initially changed that. Basically, got that culture, that hip hop culture of how they dressed into the NBA.
I could see that. So, and like all the N1 players used to like kind of dress the same way, and they used to. I remember they used to hide the basketball and kind of like in their big ass shirts, and it was a trick. That
was one of the only N1 tricks that I could do because of how one skinny I was, and two how baggy my shirt was. Everything else I couldn't do, but that one trick I could definitely do.
That one trick was a badass move, and it got me a couple. I'm like, what the hell was that? Like, what the? Like, I'm sure a couple of like, what the hell was that? I'm sure they called you. I was like, you can't do that shit.
Nah, not in a real basketball.
Not a real basketball game, but in an N1, they get the street ball. I think you get away with it.
But yeah, between like I said, Diddy aside, Sean John was huge.
Yeah,
Vocal, Mecca, Fubu, Carl Kanai, all that stuff, and then obviously Nautica, Tommy,
Tommy Hilfiger,
all that stuff
for sure,
baggy as hell. And then in the mid 2000s, it was basically either Dunks or Air Force One. It was Air Force Ones. Yeah. Air Force Ones. Jean shorts, jorts.
Yeah,
baggy
ass shorts to like past the knee,
and then some kind of football or basketball jersey. I remember the basketball jerseys were long as fuck.
Yeah,
and you wore like a white tee under, or just a long ass baggy white tee.
Yeah, and you just show off your arms, especially if you're working out at the time or you're playing ball, or whatever. You just wear the long jerseys that pretty much almost went to the knees.
Yeah,
like it really did. Like I remember Chris brought me one from. He would always. It was that Chris was like, "Oh, I got you a Stitch jersey." I had no idea what the hell this meant. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't wear this shit. I wore jnco jeans.
Right.
So he got me a Hawks Stitch jersey from New York. I'm like, wow, this thing is awesome. I put it on. The thing was like a fucking dress on me. I'm just like, what the hell? Like I can wear this in public.
Chris was the one in our group that kept that style going, because I was more reserved. But funny enough, Chris and I shared, because guys in high school, we shared clothes.
Yeah.
So Chris and I had this one pair of Carl Kanai. It was his Carl Kanai pants, baggy jeans that had like pockets on the side.
Yeah.
And I like lived in those fucking pants. And I had my baggy Sean John jeans. I'll never forget though. My brother and I were doing classes for our confirmation in Catholic school. And I was already like 14 when we were doing this shit. And I had a pair of the brand was called Paco.
Paco jeans. I remember Paco jeans.
So I had a pair of Paco jeans that said Paco on the side and had the little painter's loop, like the Tommy Hilfiger pants.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, hair gelled up. I had my little fucking Italian chain, which I got corrected from the meme that we did. It wasn't a Cuban link in that picture. It was a Figueroa or
Figaro. Yeah,
Figaro or something like that.
Yeah.
That's the chain I had with the Nike check on it. And I had my baggy ass shirt, and then I had those Paco jeans. And the guy who runs those Sunday classes, I'm waiting for my mom to pick me up, and he comes up to me. He's just like, you could fit a family in your pants. And I'm just like, should you be talking to me like that? Talking about putting things in my pants? I think
priest.
He wasn't a priest.
He wasn't a priest.
He was just the director of the Sunday school thing. But I'm just like, the last thing you should be doing is talking to a guy about putting things in his pants, right, bro? Let's
man,
move on. But yeah, so I was wearing baggy stuff like crazy. Again, we always mention our friend Chris because that's our link. That's the reason why we know each other.
That's why we know each other for sure.
But yeah, and Chris, when we're older and we're in the early 2000s, he was one of the main ones that, because I was already like kind of wearing like kind of just not fitted, loose clothes. He was wearing. I remember he had like the baggy Curtis Martin jerseys, the pants, the jorts and stuff like that,
and literally the jerseys. Like that was his thing.
Basketball and football jerseys.
Yeah, and to really long, kind of like AI right there, like almost like, and you had to like lift it up to get your hand in your pocket. Like that's how it was back then. That's how the whole scene was. And of course, if you go back to the jnco jeans, speaking of like, the amount of people you could fit in pants, when you're talking about, you said, oh, you're the deacon or whoever told you that. If you look at the guy in the middle, I had a pair of jnco jeans just like that. The pockets weren't even like behind me. They were on the ground by my calves, and they were probably about this big. My friend Dennis was a little smaller than me, and I go, Dennis, I was of course you're walking around and it's like wet outside, and you're like you're the bottom of your jeans are like completely ripped, but that's how it was. But Dennis was like, I think I could fit in your pockets. I'm like, let's try. And sure enough, he was able to fit in one of my pockets. And I'm like, I carry him like this, just like this, walking around in one of those jnco jeans. That's how big those things were.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just jnco jeans. It was food. Like if you think about food, if you think about like the whole thing, like you remember that what was it at Little Caesars? What was it called? Like the Bigfoot. It was it was like the Bigfoot. I think it had like three different pizzas. Like it had look at that thing.
Yep.
It had like 4 different toppings. Like I don't know how big that thing was. Like I couldn't tell you to this day. Did you ever get this?
I remember it. No, we didn't get it because eating pizza was
luxury.
Yeah. I remember anytime I ordered pizza, like I had to order it and I had to make sure I had the money. My mom was a big fan of ordering pizza when we were kids,
or ordering anything
at my grandma's house. It's funny enough, the thing that we would order often was Chinese food, but pizza not so often. But I remember this Little Caesars Bigfoot thing, because this was being advertised every year. And then I believe Pizza Hut came out with their New Yorker.
The Pizza Hut New Yorker.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can look at the 90s Pizza Hut New Yorker.
Yeah, they when they came out, I want to say it was 98, 99, because that was when I was in 9th grade. And we ordered it at my house when we did like a whole Blockbuster night thing.
Right.
And it had just came out. I was like, oh, Pizza Hut's New York style. And like the slices were supposed to be bigger. And the box was fucking big.
The box was huge.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, I think I found it here. It was called the New Yorker. So it was like this big ass.
Yeah. See, the big New Yorker pizza. And that thing was huge, bro. I mean, granted, we had in my neighborhood Cazola's. So we had Cazola's.
Best.
Yeah. Cazola's pizza was our big ass fucking pizza.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story about Cazola's, but please continue.
So, but as you know, Cazola's pizza was pretty expensive.
Yes.
So this was like our cheaper New Yorker.
Okay.
And it was fire. I mean, I ordered a few times.
Yeah.
And it was dope. But the fact that it was a big, I think this thing was like maybe like $13.99 or some shit like that.
Jeez.
Yeah. for that big ass fucking pizza.
It's cheap nowadays.
Yeah, no, $13 for that massive fucking thing. Come on,
Dude. Cazola's. I'll tell you again, another Chris story. Chris, I'm telling you, he's not imaginary. Okay. He's our friend. One day we're going to have you on this podcast. Okay.
and I have a Cazola story too. We're going.
Okay. I get first. This is how I get introduced to Cazola's by Chris. I go to Cazola's. He's like, yo, I live this neighborhood. We got to go Cazola's. We're driving. Am I looking for sale? Like, all right, cool. I pull over. I'm like, I'm a usually, it was by the slice. So I'm usually a 2-slice man. Okay. I go, I'm loving the place. They have the little pieces,
The samples.
that would, oh, this is awesome. And the old man at the time would like cut them up front, slap them up in squares and eat them. And so, of course, it was cash only. So I had cash at the time. So we go and like, yeah, let me get 2 slices and a drink. And the lady looks at me bewildered and it's like, 2 slices?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
they'll cut it down the middle.
I'm like, yeah, 2 slices. What's the big deal?
It's like, you fat
Chris,
fuck.
Chris doesn't say a fucking word. He's like this. I'm like, okay, yeah, 2 slices, you fat motherfucker. Like, so I'm like, whatever. I didn't think anything of it. So I go, I get the number called, and he goes, all right, perfect. I grab the slices, what I thought was 2 slices.
Which was 1.
I'm like, great, thanks. I'm walking away.
your second slice.
Sir, your second slice. I'm like, I'm looking down, and I'm like, what do you mean second slice? And the 1 slice, it is massive.
Yeah, I know that. That's my neighborhood. We grew up with that place.
And I'm like, oh my God. And I already paid for this fucking thing. And I go and I'm carrying 2 because they were so big, you had to go on 2 different trays. I'm carrying 2 different trays like this. And Chris is laughing his ass off. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you're going to help me finish this thing. Like, you should have said something to me. And that was my introduction to Cazola's, bro. Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
So did you eat both pizzas?
With Chris's help, I fucking ate both pieces. I can't eat both pieces. Are you kidding me?
By yourself? No
way. I had 1 pepperoni too.
Yeah. So that Cazola's place, and I know we're talking about big things. This pizza in Miami, the place is called Cazola's. It's been around forever. So Chris and we lived in that neighborhood, but it was quite the walk. So Chris and I walked there.
Oh my God, what a walk!
But we took the bus back.
Okay.
Because we all in the neighborhood got money, like all the guys from the neighborhood, we got money together. And me and Chris were the leaders. We went to go get the pizza. So we get the pizza, we order just a cheese. Because
that's a pie.
Yeah. A whole ass pie for the neighborhood guys. We go on the bus. We're sitting on the bus. I got this massive fucking box on my lap. You see the fucking oil, like the grease on the fucking bottom.
Yeah.
And it's hot as fuck too. And I'm sitting on the bus all the way in the back, and like I'm holding the box, and like I'm leaning the box here and there, like I'm trying to lift off my legs and stuff like that. And we're there, and then we get off the bus and we go walking to the house. We get to the house, we sit on the porch, and we open the box. All the cheese slid off of the fucking pizza, bro.
God. There was nothing but sauce.
It was fucking sauce, and then the cheese is almost like. So then we're looking at it, and we're just like, "What the fuck do we just like stretch it with our hands and put it back on the pizza?" So if I remember correct, I think it was our boy Leo grabbed the fucking mush of cheese and put it in his fucking mouth.
Oh my!
And started
God.
chewing on it and eating it, and then like a minute into him still chewing this cheese, we just hear him. Ugh. Oh, we're like, no, get out of here, dude. He's like, ugh. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm out, bro. I can't fucking do this shit. And I was so fucking like, me and Chris were both pissed because it was me holding the pizza, and we would alternate. He would hold it, and that shit just slid right the fuck.
Wow, because it was like just tilted down.
And then remember, this shit is hot. It's fresh, so that cheese at a fucking angle, fucking
it's just sliding.
Gravity kicks in and just slid right.
What a waste of a Cazola's pizza.
Oh my God.
Tell me about it. Tell me the fuck about it.
Yeah. So anyways, so if you're down here in Miami, go to Cazola's, recommended.
Yeah.
And it was, again, everything big in the 90s, just like this, and it's been around since the 80s, I think. And so,
if not earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
We have big pizzas.
Yeah.
Remember there was that whole craze of supersize.
Supersize.
When you went to fucking McDonald's, and
dude,
they're like, yo, yeah, just supersize it. give you a fucking big ass
A
cup of soda
bucket.
and then a bucket of fucking fries.
Yeah, it was a bucket of fries and a bucket of soda. That soda, like I kind of understand the obesity rate, like went completely high because that soda itself was like a 40-ounce thing of soda, and the fries was like was massive. And all you had to do is say, yeah, supersize it for like 69 cents or something like that.
Yep.
It was,
and then they killed it
yeah,
because of the documentary.
documentary
The
supersize me.
put a negative sting, which good because you don't need that much fucking soda and fries. Like,
No, you really don't. I mean, seriously, you really didn't need that much soda and fries. You really didn't need, like, people did it. Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
They I was one of those people. I was one of those fat asses,
Yeah.
along with my 2
you ate
pizzas.
fucking 2 pizzas from Cazola's.
I know.
Fucking sloth.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, supersize it because you're thinking you're getting a lot of. And let me tell you, the McDonald's fries, forget it. Like you could eat those things. Fresh. Yes,
You can
fresh.
only eat McDonald's fries.
Correct.
Within 5 minutes of it being cooked. After that, it's ass.
Yeah, yeah. If it's too hot, it's like okay, it's gonna be good in a couple minutes. But the supersize me crave. Again, everything was big in the 90s. It was just, it really was. And it was just something
Look at
that,
this thing. More fries, more drink, more value.
Yeah.
And it was what, at 39 cents or 29
that's
cents?
it. So you got more bang for your buck, essentially. Like you got more for your buck. It went a long way. And of course, like you could share amongst friends. And I think that's what the goal, I think, was. It's like, okay, you know what? I don't think anybody shared.
No.
Everybody had their, like,
For 39 cents, you could clog your arteries and get heart disease.
get heart disease faster.
Let's speed up the process.
Yes, let's do it
Only for 39 cents.
Exactly. But definitely that supersized documentary completely killed.
Yeah, because it put a bad stigma on McDonald's, which, like I said, good because
you don't see that
you
anymore.
don't need that.
There is no such thing as supersized.
It didn't do much because people are still fucking
exactly.
eating McDonald's like it was like
right
the fucking pyramid of foods that you should eat.
Yeah.
Oh, I got chicken, I got beef, I got dairy.
Yeah.
I got my fucking frost. Bro, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, I remember the documentary. I saw it. Every time they asked him if you like to supersize it, he had to say yes. And so, like at the end of the movie, he's like, the doctor's like, yeah, you're gonna die soon if you don't stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so he had to like stop what he was doing. It was a great documentary. But yeah, man, it just everything was bigger in the 90s, bro. Everything completely. Yeah. And it was just, and at some point in 2000s, it started dwindling down. Like I feel like it overcorrected itself.
I want to say it started to slow down during, at least clothes wise, when the skinny jeans fucking thing started.
The skinny jeans.
We went from fucking baggy ass pants
to like
fucking nut hugging fucking. I'll never forget a friend of mine. I went to Universal. I went to Epcot.
Yeah,
with a friend and my cousin and my girl. And my girl did not pack. Like we packed the bag, but she didn't put it in the car. Like I packed everything up, and I'm looking like, "Where's our bag of clothes?" And she's like, "Oh, you didn't put it in the car?"
Oh my god!
I'm
Big
there with
mistake.
one shirt and a pair of basketball shorts and whatever shoes I had. I think I had the Reebok spring shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
The Shocks.
Okay. So
I'm like, fantastic. I have no clothes. So my buddy, he and I were almost similar in size. So he's like, look, bro, you could borrow some shirts. The only other pants that I brought with me are skinny jeans. I'm like, no.
I refuse to.
I will fucking wear these shorts every day. I went somewhere and I bought some jean shorts. I think I bought 2 jean shorts or something like that. But that was fucking like, I'm like, no. But yeah, I think that's when the size of everything clothes wise started dwindling.
Yeah.
Was when I think like Kanye wasn't a big baggy person.
Right.
And then Lil Wayne started wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Again, hip hop. Hip hop influences a lot of
absolutely. And then the hip huckers for like the low rise. Like I remember the low rise jeans for women came out.
The Brazilian shoes.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Yeah. Like it was just like every woman had their like nagas hanging out. I'm just like, what the hell is happening right now? Yeah. Just okay, whatever. Yeah, it just kind of overcorrected itself and it just went the other way. But in the 90s, it was just think big. It really was. You know, even Doug got in on it. Remember that? The think big, think big, think big. But yeah, that's how it was. And You know, I don't know. It's coming back. Have you noticed?
Everything goes in waves. Everything goes in waves.
Because in the early 2000s, it was bell bottoms. Remember, bell bottoms came back from the 70s.
I've seen bell bottoms 2 days ago. I was in a.
So they're coming back too.
I saw a bunch of bell bottoms.
But I remember, I'm telling you, I'm going to the stores. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the hell is that? They're not JNCOs, but they're baggy jeans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, except they don't. I've noticed that they don't. Like when we ride them underneath our shoes. In the 90s, we would just step on them. That's how it was. Now I think they're a little higher. They're like almost above the shoe.
Yeah.
And that's how they're doing their trend. And you know, they're Gen Alpha and everybody. That's how they're doing their baggy jeans because like, well, we're not gonna step on them.
Yeah.
But we were like,
well, and also shoe culture is a big thing.
Yeah.
So you want to show off your shoes
versus covering it when it was the 90s.
We were covering it.
But that was a look like that, you know, at least for me, it was like, oh, I got a pair of Vans or Airwalks. I just want to just show the tip, you know,
just a tip.
But yeah, man, that's one of our segments, you know, everything big in the 90s.
Everything big in the 90s and the 2000s. This week's movie spotlight is the first successful Marvel movie. What's the first successful Marvel movie?
I learned from you. So I want to let you say it because I did not. You know what? I remember watching it, but I completely forgot it was a Marvel movie.
Blade. The first Blade movie. This movie, all right, so when it came out, it was presented as a vampire movie with Wesley Snipes taking out the vampires, stuff like that. To the unfamiliar,
yeah,
it was just an action vampire movie with a vampire hunter and a twist that he was of vampire nature.
Right.
He's half vampire.
Right.
So people went out expecting to watch a Wesley Snipes action movie where he hunts vampires. Awesome. It was fucking great. The intro, the first seconds of this movie, you have that ridiculous like electronic dance song that we were all hooked on.
Yes.
And then you get that epic scene of the rave, the blood rave. Oh my God. And it's like this one guy, they like tricked him into coming into this rave.
They did.
He goes in there, he's like, they're having a ball. He's like, he's having a good time, but he's looking around and all of a sudden the sprinklers go off.
Yes.
And just sprays everyone with blood.
Bro, what a great scene.
And he's just, I don't think he realizes it's real blood. Then you just see everybody fanging out.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets fucking real from there.
Yeah.
And then just Wesley Snipes comes in and starts fucking it.
Yo. I remember seeing this in the theaters, and I'm just like, this thing is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's one of my favorite vampire movies. It really is.
This movie is so great, dude. Like,
it really is, bro. Just, oh my God, what a badass. Dude.
Look at this.
Look at that. Yeah. Daywalker. Oh, and he comes up with the samurai.
Cross the line, boys.
Yep.
Here we go.
With that soundtrack, bro. What?
This soundtrack it hit so hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
This sounds like Prodigy. I'm gonna look it up, but I think this part right here is Prodigy.
It definitely sounds like Prodigy. Another great rave in the 90s. Look at that, pure silver.
This is the part where he throws that spinning thing and it comes all the way around.
Yep.
Look at this thing, bro. Dead. Oh my God. Come on now.
Just awesome, bro. Just to think, this is the opener of the movie. Like, it doesn't leave you, like, it's so entertaining. It was perfect. Bro. It was what a great freaking scene. Like, and that's the opening of the damn movie. Like,
and this is a Marvel, like, this is pre Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. pre-Iron Man, pre-X-Men.
Yes. This came out before X-Men, came out before Spider-Man. This was the first successful because they had those, I think there were TV movies, Captain America.
Yeah.
They had a Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And they look the way they look, and they're just,
Yeah.
they are what they are.
Yeah.
This comes out. People are not aware that this is like a comic book movie.
No.
It's just a straight up
vampire
action movie
Yeah.
and a vampire movie.
That's it.
And it fucking slapped so hard.
Yeah.
Then once I think we started seeing it on like pay-per-view
Yeah.
and it became available for rental, that soundtrack, the soundtrack for this movie fucking blew up because of that song.
Absolutely.
We had it on all of our playlists. We burned it on all of our CDs. Anytime, especially down here, when you went to one of those raves or those teenage raves that they were doing down here, that one song from the movie, from the beginning of the movie, which I don't think we could play, was everywhere.
It was.
It was such a badass song. This movie was sick. I love the tone of the movie. It's very cold, very dark.
Yeah.
The vampires themselves. I love how they have their own language and stuff like that, and like you see, like it's on the walls.
Yeah.
And that's like indicates they have the familiar. I believe they're called the familiars.
Yeah.
The people that work for the vampires that want to become vampires.
Yep.
Which is, it's just sick because you think about it, it's like, yeah, I want to be a fucking vampire.
Yeah.
I'm still me.
Yeah.
But I can do all these things, and what? The only things I can't go out during the day. And there's a part where they go and they kill like one of the head guys, and like their thing is they're just covered in freaking sunblock.
Yes.
Sunblock like crazy. And then they put this guy, because the main villain, Steven Dorff's character, he's not a pureblood. So you have pureblood vampires that are of the lineage.
Yeah.
And then you have people who became vampires, and they kind of like shit in on people who, oh, you're not from the original bloodline. You're
right.
Fucking...
And so they would kill like the people that weren't on the original bloodline. And
right.
then,
or they didn't hold them to the high regard.
Right.
So Steven Dorff was like, yo, we're ending that shit. Those guys, that's old time. This is, that's old money. We're new money. Like, we're taking over.
Exactly.
So they take that main guy out, and they're there. The sun comes up. They rip open his shirt. They're all covered in their stuff, and then they put their motorcycle helmet on, and it's just basically that. Like they just fucking wear a bunch of fucking sunblock.
Not to mention Blade's origin character and how he became a daywalker, and how like it's like incredible.
Well, it's the villain. Steven Dorff bit Blade's mom while she was pregnant.
That's why he was a daywalker.
Yeah. And the genetics or whatever somehow mixed. So he got the strength, the speed. He didn't get their weakness, but he got their hunger.
Yeah.
And that's when he partnered up with Whistler, and Whistler made that formula that kind of holds back his urges or whatever.
Yeah. And that's why at the end of the movie, he didn't have that. Remember that scene that he didn't have that vial, and he had to drink some blood
from the girl
from the girl to get that power, and it even made him more powerful.
And he just gets up and he's like, roar. He does like a roar.
Yeah.
In that part.
Oh, what a badass.
Yeah. And then he just fucking goes, runs, grabs his glasses, and starts fucking everybody up. But then the Steven Dorff's character, right? Like he had set everything up where he could like have this big demonic like vampire presence go into him. He had to get all the OGs around him, spread their blood, and it hit him.
Yeah.
So that it's just, this movie, one, looks great.
Yeah.
Sounds great. The action is ridiculous. And the pacing, the story, I mean, it was well done. Again, you watch this movie, when most people saw this movie when it first came out, no idea that it was a Marvel movie. No idea that this thing was a comic book.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I was like, when I saw it, I was just like, this it's kind of like the Blade from Marvel, from the comic books. It's the same thing. And it took me like about 30 minutes into the movie to realize, this is that Blade.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it was it's a great movie. And again, and funny enough, I think part two was just, I know we're only talking about one, but part two was just as good.
Part two was good. Three is where it felt, but part two was good.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if you haven't seen this movie, go watch this movie. It's badass. And the soundtrack. Try to get yourself some soundtrack, because ridiculous. I think it was our intro to, like, at least my intro to like techno and rave and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That definitely was probably the start of it. So.
Yeah. And I mean, we get to see, Wesley Snipes was a a very good martial artist.
It was.
So we talked about, he was actually on the other spotlight where we did White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
And we talked about his lack of physicality because he wasn't a basketball player.
But he was a martial artist.
He was a martial artist. And he shines doing that shit.
Exactly.
Like that's like
for sure.
He was kicking ass. This Passenger 57, oh man, Blade. For those of you who didn't know, I mean, I think now everyone knows because since the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a big thing, and they brought him back in Deadpool and stuff like that. So everyone knows now that this movie and Blade was part of Marvel. But back then, before X-Men and Spider-Man, actually, even maybe like later on in the 2000s, it still wasn't like known that Blade was Blade's part of Marvel.
I think the hardcore fans knew.
We knew, we knew.
Like the hardcore Marvel fans that actually read the comic books and stuff knew that this is a Marvel canon and stuff like that. So,
and my introduction to Blade, I didn't read a comic first. I read a comic a few months later after I found out because I saw Blade first in Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Yes,
because they brought in Blade.
They brought
he
in
was
Blade.
On his motorcycle.
Yep,
and he was hunting Morbius.
That's right. And funny enough, I think there's a deleted scene in Morbius that they were supposed to bring in a Blade.
Mm.
But that movie sucked so much that they're like, you know what, forget this.
Yeah.
Like, forget this. But that would have been, I can only imagine if they had gone that route, that would have been amazing. Yeah. Like that whole Wesley Snipes hunting Morbius would have been badass, you know?
And then Spider-Man comes in.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you need your franchise player to make that money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but movie spotlight, go watch Blade. You haven't seen it, I'm telling you, it's worth a watch. You're going to enjoy it. That's your movie spotlight for the 90s.
In the 90s, this trend started. A lot of these things around the house, gaming-wise, even things in your room, like a phone.
Right there.
Were clear.
Yeah.
We all had a bunch of clear stuff. Cell phones, beepers, home phones, video game systems, computers, everything was clear. And then as things started being clear, they started being clear with color.
And then it's like really blew our minds.
Oh my God. And man, we all, like everybody. So remember, beepers came out and they were solid.
Black,
gray, white. You could maybe get like a Team M. I remember my dad, I think he had like a white one. It had the logo on it, but it was white.
Yeah.
But then, you had the sideways beepers came out. And my beeper that was like that was clear blue.
Yeah.
I had a clear blue beeper. Game Boy wise, I never had a transparent one. I had a solid gray one.
Yeah.
And then later on, I got my Game Gear, and I always had like a solid color one. But these funky color ones came out. I was like, bro, I really want one. I think the first one that came out was the Atomic Purple Game Boy.
Yeah.
Which was the first clear.
I think so. Something that's how I remember it was that. I mean, if you really want to go back, the first thing that came out was probably this phone.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at this thing. Just, you can see all the intricate details, and that one lights up and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember all my friends had them. I was like, this thing is badass. Like, it's just, you would never think that something like this is badass, but somehow the clearness of it, it's just like, that's so cool. You can see the insides of it.
Do you remember that like rectangular one that had the numbers? It had a neon light around it.
Yes.
Yes. But that one was clear.
Yeah.
But then you had that neon light around it. And that was like, I think that was more like an 80s thing. When I think of that phone, I think of that 80s phone. And then that picture of the woman that everyone had in the background where it's like, it's a painted like 80s thing. She has like her 80s hairstyle. Oh man, I can't remember the name of that image, but that image was in like everybody's 80s, like fucking retro house.
I remember that neon. Like if you ever get one of those in your thing, let me know, because that would be, and it had a particular ring to it, like a very 80s like ring, and it lit up with awesome.
And I think like light wise, there was a green one, a pink one.
There was,
I want to say a blue one.
I remember a blue one. Yeah. That's how I remember.
Back then it was 80s was very neon, and then I also picture in my head that cube clear wall with the clear cubes.
Oh, yes, that's very 80s.
Like I think very that 80s. Phone, I think that wall, I think that painting.
Exactly.
Like it's there with the 80s.
Like Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Like it's straight up like those clear things, Miami Vice.
Mm-hmm.
Like you walk into someone's house and like, oh wow, this thing hasn't been updated since the 80s.
Yeah.
So,
but 90s wise, we have all this stuff. So on screen right now, like we have, I'll just read all this stuff out because everything here is like known and has a clear version.
Yeah.
You have the IMAX that had a shit ton of colors with the clear.
I wanted
and that became like
so badly.
Like Mac started giving Windows a run for PCs, Hewlett Packards, IBMs, a run for their money with these. N64 came out with their fantastic colors. These are the most expensive N64s. I have a jungle green one somewhere in the mix of all this craziness right now. Then you got the Mac laptops, the controllers. So N64 started doing the regular N64s with the purple, the atomic purple controller.
Clear,
atomic purple controllers. PlayStation got in on the game, did their controllers. Then we got the beepers. The beepers were doing the clear. You have the, I believe that is the Game Boy. Oh, like I said, the atomic Game Boy purple at the bottom. You have a green Game Boy, and then you have the Game Boy Advance with the purple as well.
Yep.
I mean, these are basically consoles.
Exactly. And then I didn't know PS2 had a clear one. I had no idea.
Very late in their game,
they were like jumping on the band, and then what is Dreamcast. Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast. I'm like, oh, did Sega get on it? They did with Dreamcast.
The Tamagotchis were clear. I mean, everything was clear. Look, those are memory cards. Memory cards for the PlayStation. Clear and clear CD players, which I was just like, that's crazy because you get to see the fucking CD spinning.
Exactly.
In there, and then you see like the inner workings. We're just obsessed with seeing the inner workings of stuff, and just give it like a funky coat. Like a funky color, a lime green, a fucking yellow, a purple, a green, pink, red. Like it was a different time, and I think we're starting to see a resurgence, not just in old tech. People are buying old clear tech for the aesthetics. But I think we're starting to see like a resurgence of like new tech is starting to go back.
Definitely. I think so. But I mean, just look at this and just think these colors pop, bro. And again, everything in the 90s popped from bright colors, Saved by the Bell, and you look at this, everything just popped. Just like everything was big and everything was colorful.
Now, wouldn't it be crazy? I feel like this is the greatest idea ever. And Apple's gonna steal it from me, but
you say it anyways.
Apple 18, because you saw the fucking flop that they're saying the Apple 17 is.
Oh yeah,
absolute fucking flop.
Yeah,
they're saying that the best phone that came out was the last one with Steve Jobs. They're just shitting on Apple. Because the phones haven't changed.
No, it's never. What someone told me the other day, it's always been evolutionary, not revolutionary.
Correct. So they're just banking that people always want the new shit, and it's flopping now.
Yeah.
Apple, you come out with
a clear
the
phone.
iPhone 18 being clear with multiple colors, like the iPhone 15, like the regular line, the 15s and stuff like that, come out in all those colors.
Then we're talking.
Or 15, 16s, like the ones that aren't the pros, come out with a bunch of colors, and you make that back transparent.
Yeah,
back.
Oh, the whole.
Remember, the screen's the screen.
Oh, so like the back part.
The back is the color.
Yeah,
but you see the board, how everything's connected,
the
battery, the fucking camera, that thing connected to the camera. Bro, that's money.
Yeah, I think so.
I that shit's gonna fucking. Everyone's on this tip. Everyone's getting this shit.
Yeah,
you fucking make an iPhone or Samsung. Hey, Samsung, beat them to it, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Clear is coming back. You saw what happened with what Meta's doing with the new Ray-Bans, right? Clear.
Oh my god! And
you see it on your. Oh my god!
I saw that. I was like, of course. Price tag $800.
Yep.
So these, I'm gonna write these a lot longer.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for a coupon day, or maybe we'll be so successful and so have such a big following that Meta and Ray-Ban will just gift me one, and I will make content with them.
There you go. Call it right now. But yeah, man.
Here's hoping.
But that would be the start of the clear thing. So they're coming out, and I know iPhone will be like, can you imagine, like, okay, this is the new iPhone. It's completely clear, and now every inner working is on the outside of it, and you're just like, and we see that in future movies, shit like that. Like, just that's, I think, is going to be the next best thing. So
clear colored tech,
everything
is awesome.
Yes,
just do it.
Bring it back.
Like look, they did the PS. They did a PS5 in the original PS1 gray.
Yes.
Bro, give us a PS5 that's clear.
Yeah.
Switch. Give us a clear switch.
Absolutely. Just bring it back. Clear switch, color, atomic purple, blue, green. Just bring it back. That's all I'm saying. It was a great time. We need a little color in our lives.
Yeah.
That's
everything
right.
is so fucking gray and
it's gray, washed out. Everything is like minimal tone. And I'm just like, guys, bring this color back.
I remember today I saw a meme that they put the Freaky Friday picture of Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan from the new one.
Yeah.
Doing the Scream thing. And then they had one from the same scene. They did it in the original one. And they're just like, the one from 2003 looked so colorful and like so like had like a soft tone to it.
Yeah.
And then the new one is just very pale and whitewashed and just like not interesting.
Right.
And it's just like it's the same movie. It's it's a sequel. It's 20 years later, and it's just like and the person's just like, why does everything now look so pale and bland? And
it does.
Like you didn't add any sazon, like any like flavor to
There's
it.
nothing to it. There's, I mean, it even goes to our, I mean, just look at our McDonald's. Walk into any McDonald's,
any fast food place,
and like, yo, what happened here? Yeah. This used to be so brightful and colorful and just popping. I don't know what happened. It just like, oh, it just went to the minimalistic era of like less is more. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm sorry. Less is boring. Bring back the colors, bring back the pop. Let's colorify this place. That's all I'm saying. So,
but yeah, in the 90s and very early 2000s, clear, transparent, colorful tech was there it is. That's that 80s phone.
And that's not even full. That's just like the outside of it, just clear. But that phone, I would kill for that phone. Like that would be like, look at it. It had this like a very distinct.
And you turn off the lights, and that thing is still
It's still like a I mean, tell me, bring these back, bro. Not
Well, house phones
house phones don't have. But I mean, I would still like rock this and put this in my retro room, like just light it up.
Here's the thing: if I come across one of these, it's gonna be very hard for me to
sell?
not keep it.
No, you're gonna have to keep it. There's, I mean, if you get one of these, I'd be like, I need to get a phone line like right now.
Yeah,
like just give me a phone line just so I know this thing works. Like that is just epitome of 80s and 90s, and it's just such a cool thing. So
but yeah, that is your segment. Clear stuff, clear items from the, I guess, late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and transparent with color.
Absolutely.
We typically close out the pod. We do memes of the week to end it on a nice little high note, little funny
I think so,
jokey thing.
Yeah, and they become kind of our most popular ones, like it's
because they're very relatable.
I think so. I think everybody's like looking at these and like, you know what, they're sharing. People are sharing with us, and first of all, we thank you guys for sharing and continue sharing with us because this is one of our awesome segments. We love it, and just keep sending them, and we'll just if we give you a shout out, we'll give you a shout out. But man, these things are coming in and they're awesome. So I think our first meme of the week is, do you remember the middle of the night? You're just fall asleep and you're watching, I don't know what you're watching. What are you watching late at night?
Late at night in the late 90s, maybe early 2000s. Some of us fell asleep watching Wild on E.
Yes.
With Brooke Burke, I believe.
Yes.
Sometimes we didn't plan, it would kind of lead to another, those Girls Gone Wild,
a commercial, right, for Girls Gone Wild, and you'd fall asleep to it.
It was a very long commercial. It was almost like a segment.
Yes, it was.
And then, or maybe you were watching BET late night with that music video Tip Drill.
Yes, where all the raunchy late night music videos had to be played at that hour. Yeah. So definitely, but you'd fall asleep.
You might fall asleep.
And then you wake up to her,
Miss Cleo.
Call me now.
Man. All right. So I'm going to read the meme for everyone listening. It says POV. It's 1999. You fell asleep watching TV and you wake up at 3 a.m. and Miss Cleo's telling you to call her right now. She could give you a reading.
Yeah. Nice little reading at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
Miss Cleo was she was banking. People were calling her.
People were definitely calling her, bro.
She was not real.
She was a total fraud.
It was absolutely myth busted or whatever.
It was a total fraud. I think she got in trouble for like embezzling or something, like something to that matter. But yeah, she was the guru of the 90s, the fake guru, and people fell for it. People were like,
call me now,
and she'd be like, he's sitting you right now. He's sitting you in that. He's cheating on you right now. Go to his house. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like, come on.
I can tell you about your love life,
bro. You fall asleep, and all of a sudden you're like, call me now. I'm like,
shit.
What was that? Yeah. That's exactly how it was back then, bro. It just spruced you up. You're like, oh, and you'd be like, oh, not her. Just turn it off, please, please, just.
But yeah, that's the first one. Miss Cleo waking your ass up at fucking 3 a.m. telling you to call her to give you false information because she was probably reading fortune cookies or she had the fucking horoscope in front of her.
It's something like that.
She's just like, tell me your birthday. And you're like, oh, August. Yes, I knew it.
I knew it.
You were a Leo. No, August 24th. Oh, you're a Virgo. I knew it. I sensed it.
Yes.
Over the phone, I sensed it. People were very, gullible back in the day. We couldn't go to Google and ask for our horoscope.
No, definitely couldn't. Let's
go to the next one. Oh, dude, come on. All right, so I see a lot of these, and it's like I've always said I want to do one that has to do with the movies and the years.
Yeah,
and we're going to do a segment where we do like highlights of years, like 1991, 92.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, so the meme on the right now on screen, for the people listening, as time goes on, I'm convinced that human civilization peaked in 1995. And the things they have listed, it's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's TV and movies, but look at what all the things we had in 1995. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
Yep.
Banger.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says.
Yep.
The Goosebumps show.
Came out in 95.
Right. Toy Story, we just talked about how that came out 30 years ago, and they did a re-release in the theaters for that. Mortal Kombat, the first movie.
Yeah.
This one came out the weekend of my birthday. I went with all my friends to watch Mortal Kombat in 1995.
Yep.
A Goofy movie. Calm the fuck
my God,
on, dude. That's my movie.
1995 was a banging year, bro. I would argue that 1994 was also a banging year.
Yes.
But
then after a Goofy movie, you have Jumanji.
Yep. And
then you have down there Xena, which Xena spun off of Hercules.
Yeah, because she was a guest. She was
Lucy Lawless. Xena was like she was a guest appearance, or she was a character on Hercules. Every once in a while, she would make an appearance, and they're just like, yo, she has so much clout. Like she has such a big following. We gotta give her own show.
Absolutely,
and they did. We've talked about Casper several times.
Yeah,
another anniversary show movie that it's 30 years.
Yeah,
the Babysitters Club movie.
Oh, that's right. Because it came off of books, just like Goosebumps. It was also a collection of books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom, the show Wishbone, which that was a PBS.
Yeah, that was a PBS show.
Then you got the movie Babe,
which was a remake, I believe. I'm not sure.
Wasn't Babe like Charlotte's Web or something like that?
Oh no, yeah.
No, there was a Charlotte's Web.
There's a Charlotte's Web movie, yeah. Babe. But yeah, that was the one. That'll do, pig.
The talking pig.
Yeah. That'll do. Yeah.
That, and I literally just said
said that
as we were before we were saying
exactly.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do. Yep.
And then last but not least, the Indian in the Cupboard, which it's somewhere around here. It's actually right there, which I've shown it on here before.
Right.
So 1995, bro. Look at all this we had going on. It's just ridiculous to me. And almost actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these, actually almost all the movies I have them on VHS. I actually have them on DVD too.
Yeah. And what a year.
What a year.
And who'd have thought Toy Story was the pinnacle of Pixar?
That was the birth.
That's the start.
There it is.
Indian in the Cupboard VHS. Right there. Clamshell. Look at that. Just listen. I want you guys to listen to a little do ASMR. You ready? Just everybody be quiet. Here we go. Oh. Just one more. Oh. You don't get that anymore, bro. No, actually, these things don't exist anymore. But like, just listening to that,
People don't buy physical media
Bro.
anymore.
just come on, man. Again, peak right there. Look at that. Just physical media, vinyl, VHS. It's just something tangible, man. It was just something in your hand. It just, you felt it. You just had to like just be there and just feel it in your hands. It's just, what a time. This meme reads, I'm going to read it for you. And for those who are listening, the 4 horsemen of images you can hear. You can hear this by looking at a picture. Every single one of these.
I'm hearing them right now. I'm hearing them all at the same time, actually. And it's giving me a headache.
Yeah. Like, all right. So for those of you listening, you got the coming soon to video cassette.
Coming soon.
And it just had a very distinct voice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On what is the one on that is GoldenEye, correct?
Yes, the pause scene that is it had no reason going so fucking hard.
That
pause
song,
menu.
that pause menu.
I remember. Yep,
that's it. Yep. All you gotta do is pause it, and then you have the bells. Yeah, here we go.
Wait for it. Here it goes. Like, why?
It didn't need to go that hard.
Absolutely not.
It really didn't.
It did not need to go that hard. And here's the thing is, I remember like my mom would be like, "Oh, go clean your room," or turn off the game. Like, no, don't turn off. Let me pause it. And like, or I would have to eat. Like, oh, you've been playing for hours. Go eat something. I would pause the game, and bro, I would sit down there on the floor, Indian style, or what's it called now? You can't say Indian style.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross. I would sit crisscross applesauce, but to us 80s and 90s kids, I was sitting Indian style.
Yeah.
Remember, where all rules apply here. We're talking like we're in the 90s, not in this world. So I'll sit there, eat my food, and have this there pause and just
there you go. Jamming out to it.
Eat my food.
Yep. Jamming out to it.
And I'm just like, I remember I was just there. I was like, and I always thought to myself, mind you, they made a hip hop song from one of the levels of GoldenEye.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what? How has no one made? I'm sure there's people that have made mixes and they, SoundCloud and stuff like that. But there has never been a mainstream artist that has put out and sampled the GoldenEye pause menu. Like how?
I mean, just that drum beat alone. Like I'm like, yo.
No, and when the thing keep, and
he'd be like,
this is the pause menu, and it goes so hard. I can't believe this. Is it a song?
Yeah,
like, bro, come on.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyways, I could talk GoldenEye forever, but that thing is so crazy. The next one is literally the banner for Rugrats.
When it did an episode.
Right. It tells you like the title. Dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. And that's it. It would tell you the title of the episode, and that's what it was. But like you look at it, like I know exactly what that sounds like.
And you hear it.
And I can hear it right there and then. Right
and
there.
Then we talking about this. We literally covered this last week. It was one of our probably more coveted segments.
Yep.
Because that episode is blowing up.
Yep.
The Sony PlayStation startup.
Yes.
Where we said it's like a Zen-like thing. It turns on and you're just like, and it's just like you're just like,
yep.
And then it does a little like chime, like a little
yep.
Like you're in a dojo chime.
Yeah, for sure. Like for sure. And for those of you listening to this episode, go back to our last episode and you can just hear it and you'll be zenned out for a little bit.
You'll be taken back to the first time you popped it in.
Yep, absolutely. So, and I think, those are pictures. So for those of you who say you can't hear
a picture,
I call bullshit.
I hear this picture in fucking surround sound.
Absolutely.
In THX.
And THX is another one I could hear.
I hear this in THX.
Yes. You can put THX. I'm like, I know exactly where I was because that shit was loud as hell. I was like, yep. You're like, but like, again, it went hard. It went really hard. Yeah. So,
all right.
I think
we got one more. Oof. Let me read this one. All
Yep.
right. Obviously, we cover a lot of retro. This is the place for retro.
Yeah.
This meme reads: if you recognize more than 3 things here, it's probably time for some blood work.
Yep.
And the items on here, there's a repeat. These things come up a lot. The idea isn't original, but this one gets sent to us and it's relatable. So shout out things here. There is a CD player. There is a Charlotte Hornets jacket. Maybe it's a starter jacket.
Yeah.
You got the Dolphin radio, the one with the
we talked about that. The Dolphin radio. Yep.
You got a mobile gas like signage where gas is like 95 cents.
Oh my God. What?
Game Genie for Nintendo.
Yes.
Absolute fucking like nostalgia all over the place. You pop that Game Genie and you pull all the codes. Crazy. Again, here's a beeper. I don't think that one's clear though.
No.
You got Blockbuster on there. You got the Calvin Klein cologne.
CK1.
Yes.
Yeah. Still around to this day. For those of you who are still rocking it.
You got the AOL Messenger logo.
Yep.
And then this should be. I'm sure these are like museums now.
They are
the payphones.
They don't exist. If you find one, it just. I doubt it's working out in the street. It's probably just there for nostalgic reasons.
And and the last thing is the street light.
Time to come home.
Our indicator to go home.
Yep.
So yeah,
that street light came on. Time for your ass to get home.
Better get inside before your ass get.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like,
absolutely.
You know the rules. If you don't come inside when that light turns on, shit, you ain't going outside tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You ain't going outside tomorrow for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, that's the last meme right there. I mean, on here, if I had to tell you what personally I related to, the beeper, the Game Genie. I remember it wasn't mine. I borrowed it from a friend, and I would ask every once in a while, and it's just crazy. You would put your game into the Game Genie, and then put the Game Genie with the game into the slot of the Nintendo. Crazy. I wasn't driving in the 90s. I drove in the late 90s.
Yes.
Or no. I didn't drive in the 90s. I drove in the 2000s.
In the 2000s, but gas was still that low.
Yeah. It was.
Gas was like, I remember at one point when I had a big boat that had like 7 miles to the gallon.
Oh, beautiful.
And it was like 102 was the lowest. Yeah. Never again.
Payphones. I definitely fucked with payphones because I didn't have money, so I'll call collect.
1-800-COLLECT.
Call my mom, collect. Oh, leave your name. Mom, come pick me up. I'm ready to go home. But yeah, that's your last meme. That was the memes of the week. You know what's funny? Our original way of doing this, it's like, don't get me wrong, I love hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't see the other side of what's going on here. It's a fucking disaster because I brought a lot from South Carolina to work at a convention that I'm going to. But our way of doing it with our 2 setups and stuff like that, it just it feels like home. It's just,
it does.
I'm like, when we're setting up right now, it's just like, man, I just wish I could be in my room. I could just teleport to my room.
Yeah.
Just for that, because it's my stage. Like, again, when this thing becomes like the biggest podcast in the world.
Yeah.
The studio that we're gonna use, I'm gonna make it look like if it's our setup.
Yeah.
Like, just recreate our setup.
Exactly.
But anyways, that does it. That is the show. We covered in the 90s and 2000s, all the big stuff.
Yep.
Jeans, shirts, food, Super Size Me, like everything was just bigger in the 80s and 90s. Then we had the movie Spotlight.
Blade.
About Blade. Oh. The first successful
Marvel movie.
I said the word right. Successful.
Yep.
Blade Marvel movie was Blade.
Yep.
And back then, people didn't even know Blade was a Marvel movie. They didn't know it was a comic book movie.
And I have to be one of those people. I don't think I knew. I just thought it was a vampire movie. But now I know. Without Blade, we wouldn't have all those other Marvel movies.
I learned that today with you guys.
Wow. Really?
Wow. Well, this fucking guy won't watch movies. I've told him to watch several Marvel movies. He won't fucking watch them. He has yet to watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mike, dude.
But then he'll rewatch fucking Rent.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. But go watch Guardians, bro, please.
Like how, and mind you, his brother, me, has cosplayed
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, go watch so you could get it, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I don't like that stuff. All right, bro. I've fought with him. And every time I suggest it, he'll end up rewatching a movie he's already seen.
Mike, when you go up there, just sit down and watch at least one Guardians movie.
That's kind of like me and Star Wars. I don't like any of the Star Wars movies, but
that's fine. That's Star Wars. I get
Wars.
Star Wars. Like, you have to be a certain like understanding and of a certain person to watch Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but you watch Marvel movies. You like Marvel movies, so why not watch Guardians of the Galaxy?
I'm telling you, man, you'll like it.
Anyways, moving on. Next segment that we did was the clear stuff from the 90s.
Yep.
The gaming systems, the phones. Pull that thing up right there.
Look at this.
It's out of right there.
Look at this. Another ASMR. Hold on. Just look at this thing.
Yeah.
Look at this.
So
thing.
dope.
It's so dope
looking. The colors. It's just you can't. The 90s clear stuff was just awesome. And last but not least, we did the memes of the week.
Yep.
Had some pretty good ones on there.
We did.
The audio of that GoldenEye. I mean, I could see a pause. That I see a picture of that pause menu. I hear it.
Yeah.
The coming soon. Like
yep.
It's like ingrained in my head
instantaneously.
So,
yep.
But yeah, that's our show. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's been following, subscribing, liking. Yeah. We have seen higher engagement. We love it. Keep it going.
Yes. Please.
Share it with everyone so that way they could jump in. We had like a poll from that meme that we did from 88 Miles podcast.
Yes.
And that one blew up.
That one blew up. Yeah.
I thought people were gonna side with me with the never ending story pulling the horse.
They side with me.
And Land Before Time seems to be the more traumatic one.
It is. I'm telling you. It's the more traumatic one. It was the first movie I think I ever cried on. Like it's okay. Don't even get me started. But yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you for subscribing, following, liking. We're putting out the reels for you guys so you could digest it a little bit more, like, bullet pointy. And our socials. I am at Roly's Retro Room on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, which is the YouTube for all of us. He is Tony in Retro, and our producer is DJ Mikey Mix on TikTok and on Instagram. So go ahead, give us a follow, give us a like, send us DMs. You could start a dialogue. Some people have started dialogues with me, and I'll post something and we'll talk in comments and stuff like that. And hey, I have the phone on me. I'm literally responding to everyone. So feel free. If you see a meme that you want us to feature, send it to me. I will put it up here and I will shout you out for sending it to me. I've shouted out some high school friends already, and they're just like, "Oh, I got on the podcast." I'm like, "Yep, there you go."
There you go.
So, well, that does it for this show. Again, thank you. That's been Roly's Retro Room. Just be safe out there and keep it retro.